I'd like to call this board meeting to order, and I want to say that congratulations to all the teachers. School is out. That's the only time y'all ever spoken to me, and I appreciate that. We're going to call this to order, and I want to thank everyone from the north to the south to the east to the west that are watching us with where Mr. Tillman has us on TV. We appreciate you, Mr. Tillman, so we can give other people what we do here at the Vicksburg Warren School District. Thank you very much. So at this time, we're going to have our invocation. Would Pastor Kemp Burley please come up?
Shall we pray? Heavenly Father, we thank you for another day, a day that has been blessed, that we have been able to walk in, and you have been able to walk along with us, protected us from hurt, harm, and danger. Now that we find ourselves at this appointed place to take care of the business of the school and of the county, we ask that you would please, sir, be in the midst of us. We ask, oh God, that you would bless these men in making their decisions to do the things that will better our community, better our school system, and we pray for all of those who are present today. It is in Jesus' name that we ask you all of these things. For the glorification of heaven, we ask them, and for our sake, we say thank you, sir. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor.
Thanks, Pastor.
This time we're down to C with the adoption of the agenda.
Make a motion to change, to delete H20.
H20.
My motion is to adopt the agenda, but to, well, you want to vote on that first?
To
Delete
add.
H20, it's a duplicate.
Yes, sir.
Is it X?
H20.
H20. It's a duplicate.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to add H40, solicitation of an attorney, legal services for the district.
Okay. There's a motion to delete H20 due to duplication and to add H40 for legal services.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Are there any questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign.
Now I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion is approved.
Now I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as now amended.
Okay. Moved and properly second. Are there any questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved. We're now down to D. Mr. Secretary.
Mr. President, I would like to make a motion to approve the minutes from the regular board meeting held on April the 30th, 2026, and the special call meeting on May the 8th, 2026, as presented.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. Are there any questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved. Mr. Superintendent, as you go into your report, may I do just something, please?
Yes, sir.
The Vicksburg Post, and I hope you can get this, Mr. Tillman. We talk backwards and forwards, but I want to thank them very, very much. On Friday, May the 8th, I kept the paper. I read the paper. They talked about 6 of our Warren County students earned $3,000 with an Ergon scholarship, and thank you all very, very much for that. I appreciate it, and the board appreciated it, the school appreciated it. Thank you all very, very much. With that,
And it made the front page of the paper.
it made the front page. With that, Mr. Superintendent.
Mr. Green is doing the superintendent report this
Okay,
month.
Mr. Green.
Y'all are stuck with me, Mr. Sturgis. All righty, so we have several recognitions in our superintendent's report. First up, we have Ward 1 Alderman T.J. Mayfield is going to come speak to the board.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
I know with the city, we give people 3 minutes, so I'm gonna try to stick to that time limit this evening.
Y'all give me a little more time when I come, so you got a little
Feel
more
free to
time.
time me. I promise you, I won't be longer than 3 minutes. I'm here this evening to discuss a speed hump request that we had some people reach out about with the Vicksburg Warren School District. Obviously, we do have some issues in our community with people speeding in our communities. So a while back, we put a ordinance in place for speed humps. Right now in Vicksburg, we just approved 5 streets, 4 in my ward to get speed bumps. And what we do is our engineers come in, they do an assessment on their street. And at that point, we determine if speed bumps are necessary and how many and where they're located. And obviously, with the school district, it is paramount with kids and making sure that people are in school zones doing what they need to do, especially when school is in session. So this evening, I just wanted to come and talk about it briefly. What this speed hump request consists of, the application, you can complete it, either turn it into the clerk's office, and this is not just for school district, this is for anybody in the city of Vicksburg. It's a little bit different with schools because you guys can just turn it in to me or the clerk's office, but any constituent, you'll have to get signatures on the people on your street. We do that because we don't want people to think the city's just coming in and doing things without your permission. This puts it in place where people actually know and they agree to having speed bumps in their community. So this is an application. I can turn it in to whoever wants to complete it, and we can move forward with that in any way that you guys would like to proceed. But feel free if you need more copies, if you need more information. It's very cut and dry. And again, our engineers will come out and determine if it's necessary to put speed bumps in the area.
Thank you.
Under 3 minutes?
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Mr. Green takes care of that for us.
Good.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Alderman Mayfield. All right, next up, y'all know for the last several months, we have had a group consisting of teachers, community members, students, other people in the district that have been working on updating our mission and vision statements. So we have a group, our very own Ms. Kathy Sanford, one of our students, Mary Helen Bradley, and Mr. Aaron Goodwin are going to come do a short presentation on that. Ms. Sanford, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Yeah, I'm not really a great public speaker, but good evening, everyone. My name is Kathy Sanford, and I serve the district as the Executive Administrative Assistant to the Superintendent and also as the Board Secretary. My role in the district is usually working behind the scenes, making sure meetings are scheduled, reminders are sent, and supplies are available, and other seemingly mundane duties that ensures meetings run smoothly. My role is to support the process, so being invited to actively participate in the process was both meaningful and inspiring to me. This experience showed me something important about the leadership culture being built in our district. Our current leadership values perspective. They understand that meaningful solutions are strengthened when people with different experiences, responsibilities, and viewpoints are invited to contribute. That commitment to gathering diverse perspectives helps ensure that decisions are informed, collaborative, and focused on serving our students and community. One of the most rewarding parts of serving on this committee was getting to see firsthand how an idea evolves into a process and then becomes something measurable and usable that can help guide improvement across the district. Together, we created a mission statement that aligns with our strategic framework and reflects the direction and values of our district. Our mission: we cultivate lifelong learners who will transform themselves, their school, and their community for the better. Scorecard, please, Dr. McGee. Get it, Dr. McGee. Okay, so the scorecard takes that work a step further by translating our strategic framework and mission statement into measurable focus areas and providing a clear picture of where we currently stand in each one. What makes this especially meaningful is that the scorecard will be available online for our community to see. It gives staff, parents, students, and community members the opportunity to track our progress, celebrate successes, and identify areas where additional attention and growth may be needed. Most importantly, the scorecard transforms our strategic framework from a vision into a visible action. It provides a transparent way for our community to see how we are honoring the commitments we have made, measuring the impact of our work, and holding ourselves accountable for continuous improvement. It is not just a reflection of where we are today, but a tool that helps guide where we are going tomorrow. I am thankful to have been part of this committee and proud of what we accomplished together. What made this process meaningful was not just the work itself, but the different perspectives that helped shape it. I have shared my experience, and now I would like to invite others to share theirs. I would like to introduce members of the Scorecard Mission Statement Committee who would like to share their experience of being a part of this team. Mary Helen Bradley, student at AOI, Mr. Aaron Galloway, parent and community member, and Ms. Nakisha Davis, principal at Dana Road Elementary School.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Awesome. So today I stand before you not only as a former student of the district, but also as someone who has had the privilege of being a part of the development of this new mission statement. This statement signifies a crucial step forward for our school district, reflecting on the commitment to cultivating lifelong learners who will transform themselves, their schools, and our community. This mission statement is not just words on a page. It is a powerful reminder that education goes beyond academics. It's about nurturing character, instilling values, and preparing our children to be responsible citizens. I'd also like to reflect on my own journey. I can attest to the invaluable lessons that I learned from my teachers and mentors as a student in Vicksburg Warren School District. Lessons in empathy, discipline, and leadership. These qualities have shaped who I am today, and I believe they are essential for the next generation of students. And as we just saw looking at the scorecard, I see not just numbers, but a testament to the collective efforts our school district has not only improved, but it is trending in the right direction. This progress is a result of dedication from our educators and the support of our community. However, I'd like to challenge each of you tonight, whether you're here in attendance or watching from home, while the school district may not yet reflect your personal beliefs or mine, it is still in your responsibility to support teachers, administrators, and most importantly, our children. We can do this by getting involved, by attending meetings like this one today, asking the tough questions, and actively engaging with our children's education. So let us all commit to setting aside our differences for the betterment of our children and our community. Together, we can create an environment where every student feels valued and empowered to succeed. So as I conclude, I want to remind you, all of you, that while we may be many voices, we are one school district and one community. Thank you all.
Hey y'all, my name is Mary Helen Bradley, and I am going into 8th grade at AOI. I was chosen to be the student representative for the mission statement team. At first, I didn't really know what I was going to be doing at the meeting, so I was really scared. But when I got there, I realized that it wasn't that bad, especially after they fed us some food the last time. All I had to do was share my own thoughts and opinions about what's going on inside my school. The meetings were almost like family dinner nights. We would all sit at our tables and talk about our ideas and eat really good food. I think we came up with some really good ideas, and I hope that you like them all. I'm really grateful that Ms. Rouse and Dr. Holloway believed in me enough to choose me to be a part of this team. And I really hope that y'all like what we came up with.
Great evening, everyone. Honored to have had the opportunity to serve on the Scorecard Committee as part of a collaborative and inclusive design process. This experience reflected true community ownership and trust building across the district. Our committee represented a diverse cross-selection of stakeholders, including community leaders, community business representatives, district personnel, students, certified employees, classified employees, administrators, and directors. This diversity ensured that every perspective was represented in shaping the district's future direction. One of our primary responsibilities during this process was to develop a concise, clear, and powerful mission statement. We were intentional in ensuring the mission statement was authentic to the district's vision, memorable and actionable, representative of all stakeholders, future-focused and student-centered. We actively engaged our networks for feedback, allowing us to test whether proposed mission statements align with the ideal designs of this district priorities. This feedback process strengthened the final product because it was community-informed, not community-imposed. The prototype phase was critical because it allowed us to explore ideas openly, revise language collaboratively, identify what resonated most with stakeholders, and refine clarity and impact. Watching the process evolve from initial prototype concepts to the final version was powerful because every revision reflected thoughtful collaboration. The final mission statement represented collective vision, intentional refinement, and shared ownership. In addition to the mission statement, we developed a community scorecard designed to track community-driven metrics. This scorecard created accountability and transparency by measuring what matters most to stakeholders. It ensures success is not defined only internally, but also through the lens of community expectations and student outcomes. What stood out most was how the process modeled inclusive leadership and strategic listening. It showed that meaningful systems were strongest when created with people, not simply for people. Moving from prototype to final version was a testament to unity, collaboration, trust, purposeful feedback, shared commitment to district excellence. It provided us with our newly found mission. As stated earlier, we cultivate lifelong learners who will improve themselves, their schools, and their communities. The biggest takeaway for me, when a community is invited to help design the mission, they are far more invested in helping achieve it. Again, thank you for the opportunity to serve, and have a good evening.
Thank y'all. And Mary Helen, we did eat very well during those meetings. It was good. All right, next up we have our athletic director, Mr. James Lewis, going to come recognize some of our students and coaches.
Thank you, Mr. Green. Good evening to everyone. I'll say this first. As we get to May, it typically wraps up the end of our athletic and activity season. And it's a long year for our coaches and students. And I know everyone goes in with the vision of winning state championships and finishing on top. And I'll say this year has been very transcendent and groundbreaking. Compared to individual as well as team state championships, this year, the entire district accumulated a total of 13 state championships. And I've only been here for 4 years in this role, but I think that's pretty good. So I will say this, we can't do that without the support of our school board, our staff, our community members, our coaches, our parents, but most importantly, our student athletes. They've dug in deep this year and really brought home a lot of good hardware. And as you can see today, we have some special guests that have some trophies and accolades around their necks. And so I'll start with Warren Central High School and the girls track program under the leadership of head coach Heather Casey. I'm going to ask Coach Casey to come up. And tonight is about recognizing individuals that finished first in their class for individual awards. And so for Coach Casey's student, Miss Ariana Jenkins, she finished as the 2026 MHSAA Girls 6A State Champion in discus. Congratulations. We have 5 we're going to recognize, so I'm going to let everybody stay up here. Next, I'm going to bring up head coach Paul Wilson, who's the head coach of the Vicksburg High School boys varsity track team. And under Coach Wilson's leadership, he had a student by the name of Jaden Woods. And Mr. Woods finished as the 2026 MHSAA boys 5A state champion in discus. And our last group of recipients, I'm going to bring up head coach Deetra Cable. She is the head girls track coach at Vicksburg High School. And under her leadership, she had 3 young women to win state championships. and I'm gonna start with Miss Mackenzie Edmond. She was the 2026 Girls 5A High Jump State Champion for Vicksburg High School. We also have Miss Zion Knox. Is she here? Okay, I'm gonna give you her award, all right? But I'm gonna recognize Miss Zion Knox. She was the 2026 MHSA Girls 5A Triple Jump State Champion, and so you can give her this award. And then rounding it out, and of course, last but not least, this young lady was named as the fastest girl in the state of Mississippi, and she not only won one state championship, she won two. Miss Amaya Hall. She won the 2026 MHSAA Girls 5A 100-meter dash state championship and 200-meter dash state championship. So as we conclude this year, I just wanted to thank all of our student athletes again, thank all of our coaches and sponsors. I know 13 state championships is a lot to follow, but we're gonna try to break that next year. So we just ask you to continue to support, come out with your attendance, with your dollars. It doesn't go unnoticed and unwanted, and we really appreciate all the support we have. I also want to thank our principals here. We all work well together, and without everybody's support, we just can't make it. And then I also want to thank TJ Mayfield. So we kind of do a little tag team deal. We recognize our students, of course, in our board meetings, but he also recognizes them at City Hall when they have City Hall meetings. So I want to thank him for always supporting us in what we do in athletics and activities too. So thank everybody. Appreciate it.
Coach, we don't expect less than 13 next year.
Board, recently our school district, all of our schools participated in the Kimmy Melton Food Drive. And so Ms. Teresa Kitchens, who's our Leader in Me teacher at AOI, is going to come talk to you about how that rolled out.
Good evening. As he said, I'm Teresa Kitchens. I'm a leadership teacher at AOI, and I'm also a Leader in Me district coach. I had the honor to kind of organize and work with a lot of, well, all of our district coordinators to make the Kimmy Melton Food Drive a success. Our district has a lot of things that we are doing. A lot of wonderful things. And we have some priority areas that everybody's probably familiar with, but I want to just mention them. Priority area 1 is elevate a shared purpose and vision. Priority area 2 is to develop a culture of collaboration and support. And priority area 3 is to strengthen community engagement and ownership. And that is what we sought out to do when we did the Kimmy Melton Food Drive. This project encompasses all of those priorities and much more. The Portrait of a Graduate and many other initiatives that we have. So Leader in Me defines service learning as using students' voice and leadership skills to meet real-world needs, and connects classroom learning to real-life leadership and community impact. It also has a See, Do, Get cycle, and I bring this up because as we were doing this, we used the See, Do cycle, and I say we as a group of coordinators get together once a month all year, and we discuss things that we can do to help each other, things that we can implement to better our community. And if you'll bear with me, I'm going to read our mission to you. I did not, let's see, here it is right here. And it says, we envision excuse me, I cannot see what I wrote there. Let me see, something about glasses, right? I do have it. I do have it. Okay, we envision a united team of Lighthouse coordinators who model the 7 habits, collaborate around district priorities that I just mentioned, and inspire leadership and learning across every school community. And so we set out to do just that, and we did the Kimmy Melton Food Drive. So I'm going to give you a little background information about the Kimmy Melton Food Drive. This has been going on in our district probably since about 2014. I've done it multiple years. Last year, I was doing it with our students at the Academy of Innovation. They were leading it, and they were filling up Miss Melton's vehicle, and along comes Dr. Holloway. And so he helps us. He helps us load the vehicle, and he looks at me and he says, "Yeah, we should really do this district-wide." And I said, "Are you really wanting to take that on, Dr. Holloway?" And he said yes, and so we did take that on. The coordinators and our district schools and our community took it on. So going back to Leader in Me and the reflection of see, do, get cycle, C is our paradigms, the lens that we look through when we see a situation. So I always like to look at research and try to see if this is a needed thing, right? So I found an article on April 15th, 2026, and it quoted, and it was in the Clarion Ledger, quoted the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and it quoted Mississippi ranked 5th highest in the United States, from 2022 to 2024 in food insecurity. 5th highest. So that's one way to see this, right? But we also saw it through the paradigm of hope. The Kimmy Melton Food Drive and the local charities that helped with this and our national partners as well. So we took it on, like I said, and we voted as a Lighthouse team to do the food drive, and we voted to either go home or go big. Voted on that, and we voted go big, and so we were going to fill a school bus. Well, we didn't just fill a school bus, we filled it twice, okay? Plus a few vehicles. We had Representative Oscar Denton there at the post office. After 5 schools, our bus was full, okay? And so we had to adapt, going to the portrait of a graduate. We actually had to use those competencies there. So we had to adapt our plan. We had to have the bus back by 2. So we're like, oh my goodness, we've only gone to 5 schools. We're already full. We've got to unload. And so we communicated with our schools and our partners. And Bovana delivered, Vicksburg High School delivered, several others delivered. My husband took my van, picked up stuff. Mr. Denton went to Warrenton and I believe South Park, and so we were actually able to take the bus out and go and fill it up a second time. So we really went over. We made an incredible community impact. So the Vicksburg Warren School District donated an amazing 8,200 pounds of food to the Kimmy Melton Food Drive. That is more than 4 tons. That's a lot of food. But the generosity did not stop there. 186 pounds were donated by our insurance company partners. 12,888 pounds came from Stamp Out Hunger and our dedicated letter carriers. Together as one community, we collected a staggering 412 pounds of food to help families in need. I handed these guys a PowerPoint that I had done on this for an earlier meeting, and I wanted you guys to see the results of that, okay? And you saw what I just read is on there. And I do want to say this achievement would not have been possible without the support of our local partners, including United Way, Vicksburg District, Stamp Out Hunger nationally, and every group and individual who donated. We are just so grateful, and just thanks to everybody who participated. But I also, the other result was, and if you could see all the pictures, you look at what the kids were doing, okay? It was the kids who created a video to reach out to people, to encourage them to come and donate. It were the kids who were collecting and counting and making sure expiration dates were correct. That's what they were doing. 7 children, Miss Melton and I, on May 8th, got on a bus and rode around the district, hot, loading heavy, 1,000 pounds, 4 tons of food in and out of a bus, along with some help, of course. So I just wanted you guys to see their faces, because that was a really wonderful, true result. And I wanted to read something about service learning. Again, going back to research, it says that young people who volunteer are more likely to report excellent health and less likely to experience anxiety and have behavioral problems. And so that is something for us to think about as a school district. If we can give our students a purpose, something meaningful, we will have less problems, right? So as we serve others, we are working on ourselves, according to Wayne Mueller. And the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others by Gandhi. So again, I just want to thank all of you for contributing to this. It was an amazing, wonderful experience for our children, our coordinators, every school in the community. Just thank you all so much, and thank you for allowing me to come and tell you the story behind it. And thank you, Dr. Holloway. What a great idea. Next year, Dr. Holloway is going to be on the bus, right? Yes.
I will, yes.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All righty, next up, we have Dr. Regina O'Leary and some of our district coaches and principals to come talk to you about Leader in Me.
Well, good evening, everyone. I have shaved off a minute of my time because I know that you all want to get to the business of the minute things you have to cover on that board.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. We'll take an opportunity to look at this, talk about our Leader in Me operating system just for a moment. In the folder, I explained to you what's in the folder. Won't go through all the things there. The first thing that we have in the folder is the Leader in Me framework. Ms. Kitchen mentioned that see-do-get cycle. I would just admonish you to take a look at those paradigms. If we can change the way we see things, it'll impact the things that impact what we do, and also impact the results that we get. And so we are having great gains in our district. That second sheet, or second set of sheets, there shows you some of our implementation over the last year, how we've increased the amount of usage on our Leader in Me platform, teachers implementing the curriculum with fidelity. Our students are growing, our schools are growing. We're having great success, so when you have time to look at that, please take a look. On the back of that sheet, it talks about some of the progress we've had. Also, I would like to highlight that we do now have 8 lighthouse schools within the district. We added a lighthouse school this year. I guess I could say the name. Yes. Beechwood Elementary School became a lighthouse school. We are on the trajectory. I will say we will probably hopefully add at least 2 next year. I want to say a higher number, but I'll keep it at least 2. For next year, our schools are growing and doing quite well in this process as they're implementing this system. And so the other information here is from our MRA data, some things we looked at. We had an excellent meeting this morning with district leaders, principals, teachers, and the teachers and some of our directors as well about where we're going for next year. Now, not to belabor the time, I'm going to ask, we have 3 principals who will come up and talk about the impact of Leader in Me in their schools, the great gains that they are receiving. I'm going to ask Ms. James from Warrenton Elementary to come first. Ms. Rebecca Jones from Bovina Elementary will come after her, and then Ms. Nikisha Davis will close us out for this round.
Thank you, Dr. O'Leary. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Leader in Me has had a powerful impact on the culture at Warrenton Elementary. It has helped both teachers and students take greater ownership and accountability in everything we do. We have learned that change starts with me, and the real growth begins when we reflect ourselves. That's the first thing we have to do. Our teachers are leading with purpose, and our students are learning to lead through their actions, choices, and goals. By implementing the 7 Habits daily, we are building leadership skills, strengthening relationships, and creating a positive learning environment where everyone continues to grow and become better together. I am confident, let me say that again, I am confident, Dr. O'Leary, that we will be a lighthouse school next school year. At this time, I would like to introduce Ms. Braxton, who is our wonderful 4th grade teacher, and she's going to give you some insight from the classroom.
Good evening.
Good evening.
From a teacher's perspective, one of the most meaningful parts of Leader in Me in my classroom is watching my students truly become leaders in their everyday lives. What makes it so powerful is that my students take ownership. Students do not wait for the teacher to lead, they lead too. They lead with their learning, they set goals for themselves, track their progress, encourage one another, and hold themselves accountable. They use the language of the 7 habits, naturally, whether they're in a disagreement, working in small groups, or reminding a classmate to stay focused and do their best. Leader in Me has made a lasting impact on our classroom culture. It helped create an environment where my students feel empowered, valued, confident, and capable of success. My students are not waiting to be leaders someday. They are leaders today. Thank you.
Mr. Green likes to make fun of me that I'm long-winded, so I'll do my best to not be so long-winded. Good evening. I'm Rebecca Jones, and I proudly serve as the principal of Bovina Elementary. Tonight I want to share with you a little bit about the impact that Leader in Me is having on our students, our staff, and just our school as a whole. It sounds a long time, but over the last 14 years, I have had the opportunity to see Leader in Me implemented in different schools and also in different capacities, as a classroom teacher, as a lead teacher, and now as a principal. So my perspective, I feel, is very experienced. So this year at Bovina, I truly feel like we are beginning to see students naturally step into that leadership role in very meaningful ways. What's exciting is that it's no longer something that the adults are constantly directing, but that students are beginning to own it themselves. One of my favorite moments this year was when we had a teacher candidate come and interview. I had 3 retirees. I was sad about it. Come in for an interview, and they arrived very early. And so, you know, you're thinking, what am I going to do with all this time? So you don't just sit here. And so we had that opportunity for one of our student Lighthouse tour guides to come and give her a tour of the school and show that student leadership in action. So He took her around around the school and ended up having to go find them in the school to make sure we stayed on schedule. So they made a very instant connection. He explained our wigs, our celebrations process, the culture, and answered any questions that she had. And so at the end of the day, he was a primetime student, so he stays after school. He came up to me and he said, Miss Jones, are you going to hire her? And I said, I don't know yet. I said, what do you think? He said, she would be amazing. And she is now one of our teachers, so kudos to them. Our Student Lighthouse team is one of the things that I'm most proud of this year, and their growth and what they've done. They stepped in as our guiding light for staff and for other students. I've watched them coach and support one another, especially with events like preparing for Leadership Day and organizing all of our service projects. They reminded each other of what to say, helping each other through conversations, and stepping up confidently without needing the adults to step in. Those are real leadership and communication skills that cannot be replaced. Another thing is that is having a large impact in the way that our students are synergizing with one another across our school is through our buddy activities and leadership opportunities. These students are learning how to work together, encourage one another, and celebrate each other. I've watched students do thoughtful things for classmates just because they wanted to make someone feel special. Those small moments matter because they show the kind of culture that we are building at Bovina. What excites me the most is that we are only scratching the surface of what this can become. As a district, we are beginning to build an even clearer vision through our framework and our portrait of a graduate discussions. Those conversations are helping define the qualities and the skills we want every student to leave our district with one day. When I look at our students now, I see more confidence, more ownership, more initiative, and more willingness to lead than ever before. I cannot wait to see where our students and schools are in 14 more years if we continue investing in this work. At the end of the day, Leader in Me is helping us develop students who are prepared for far more than just success in the classroom. We are helping build students who can communicate effectively, think critically, adapt to challenges, and take responsibility for themselves and others. And as a principal, there is nothing more rewarding than watching those qualities grow in our students every day. Thank you.
Good evening again. Similar to my colleagues, Leader in Me has transformed Dana Road Elementary School, our entire school culture. Beyond academics, it has shifted mindsets and created a shared language of leadership across our building. The framework has empowered our students to see themselves as leaders right where they are. We have seen measurable growth in student ownership and accountability. Students are more intentional about setting personal and academic goals, monitoring their own progress, reflecting on their actions, and taking responsibility for their learning. The 8 Habits language is embedded throughout our school culture. It is evident in our classrooms, hallways, student conversations, behavior expectations, and even how students problem solve with one another. We've seen a noticeable impact in student confidence and voice. Students are more willing to lead discussions, facilitate learning opportunities, solve conflicts respectfully, and advocate for themselves appropriately. Teacher leadership has also grown significantly. Our staff has embraced the Leader in Me philosophy as more than a program. It, of course, is how we educate and develop the whole child. It has strengthened collaboration among staff and created stronger alignment around our school visions. Families have become more engaged because they see leadership development happening in authentic ways. Parents are beginning to use the language of the habits at home, creating consistency between school and family expectations. One of the most powerful impacts has been the intentional focus of student agency. Students are now not simply being taught what to think, they are learning how to think, lead, reflect, and grow. This work has required consistency, commitment, and collective belief from our entire school community. Because of this intentional work, I am proud to share that Dana Roll Elementary School has successfully gained recertification status. This recertification, This recertification is evidence of sustained excellence and proof that the systems we have built are producing meaningful results. It affirms that Leader in Me is not something we do occasionally, it is who we are. This accomplishment reflects the dedication of our students, our teachers, support staff, families, and our leadership team. Recertification validates the culture we work diligently to build. Most importantly, it confirms that our students are developing and leadership skills necessary to thrive academically and personally. My biggest takeaway is Leader in Me is not just impacting our school today, it is shaping future leaders for tomorrow. This work reminds us that when students are empowered to lead, the possibility for growth are limitless. Again, thank you.
If I can add one thing real quick.
Yes, sir.
Those who don't know, before I was on the board, Christy Kilroy, Brother Blackburn, and I met with Stephen Covey Organization to help try to get the chamber to bring this to the district. And over the years, it has just been remarkable to see the changes it's made in our district, giving our students the tools to deal with conflict. When you go to Beaumont and actually see a student who was chronic absent, a C and D student who decided that he wanted to, I'm trying to get what I'm saying here, wanted to be, his job, he wanted to help the school custodian. And they met with him and told him, you can't do it unless you come to school. If you're not here this week, you can't do your job. He proceeded to, at his recess time, help the school custodian. Everyone else now wanted to help the school custodian, empty garbage cans, do whatever he did. This student became an A and a B student, and it was no longer absentee. And so it just shows the small things that you can do in the district that don't cost a lot of money, that can have the greatest impact. And I'm just so excited to see the team do this. Point out one more thing, 151 Leader in Me Lighthouse schools in the United States, 5% of them are in the Vicksburg School District.
That's right. And Mr. Green, let me make a note too, because Brian stole my speech. Did you look at it? Okay, but anyway, I want to say that Brian is one of the culprits, is the reason why the Vicksburg Warren School District is doing the Leader in Me. I have to give accolades where they're due. I was on the board at the time, and we did not let costs affect our students in being a leader. It is costly, but our students are far more better today now with Leader in Me. So cost wasn't the problem. We wanted, and I like to say that in front of the newspaper, cost wasn't the problem. We made sure our students get what they need to be successful. So they are leaders now from kindergarten to 12th grade. And we thank you, Brian. I've never told you that before, but you beat me over the head when I started here in the board, and I appreciate you doing it. You don't see the light until the end of the tunnel, and it is, and we're still learning. So Covey, Franklin Covey, we pay him well and his team. So thank you, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. All right, our last presentation for the evening is from our Department of Innovation. Mr. Drake, our business liaison here, and has some people he would like to recognize.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
At this time, I'd like to recognize some very special individuals that have made some special accomplishments at this time. I first want to call up one of our recent graduates from Warren Central High School, Mr. Tristan Bedgood. Mr. Tristan Bedgood has completed probably one of the most difficult certifications an individual can get. We want to recognize his hard work at this time. And I'll read the certificate, and it reads in part, "This certificate proudly presents Tristan Bedgood in recognition of successfully earning the Federal Aviation Administration Part 107 Remote Pilot Certification. This accomplishment reflects dedication, technical knowledge, professionalism, and a commitment to excellence in the field of unmanned aircraft systems. In aviation technology, your achievement represents an important step towards future success in the emerging workforce and aviation career pathways." Next, the next two awards I want to present are to two of our business partners. These are what I call legacy business partners. They've been partners with the school district for really since the very beginning we started the career academies. So at this time, I want to recognize and begin with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers Research and Development Center. I'll ask Ms. Tracy Gordon and her team to step forward, please. Recently, myself, along with Mr. Derek Reed, Director of Innovation, Deputy Superintendent Dr. McGee, and Superintendent Dr. Holloway attended a ceremony held by the Mississippi Association of Partners in Education and presented to, and it was basically a recognition of business partners from around the state and their hard work they've done with schools. So this certificate reads in part, Mississippi Association of Partners in Education presents the 2026 Governor's Award for Exemplary Partnerships to the Vicksburg Warren School District and ERDIT.
Mr. Drake, would you have him turn around so we can take a picture?
Yeah, we got it.
All right, thank you.
And now we'd like to recognize Erdic Refining. Excuse me, Ergon Refining. Apologies, Stephen. Certificate reads in part, Mississippi Association of Partners in Education presents the 2026 Governor's Award for Exemplary Partnerships to the Vicksburg Warren School District and Ergon. Thank you all so much.
All right, board, just a couple of more highlights. We already mentioned, but Beechwood Elementary has reached lighthouse status. They'll be planning a celebration in the fall, so you'll have to come out and join us when they do that. Warren Central High School recently received a recognition from Math Nation for the West Delta Regional Excellence Award for their achievement in Algebra 1 this past year. RCEC recently had their graduation at Hines, and we had 66 students that received their AA degree from Hines Community College before they received their diploma from the Vicksburg Warren School District. So that is amazing. Our Reading Mania contest that goes throughout the year in our elementary schools, our champions were recently crowned. So our 1.0 champion was Sherman Avenue. Let's give Sherman Avenue a hand. Our 2.0 champions was Redwood Elementary. So let's give Redwood a hand. Also, if you saw on the news here in the last couple of weeks, our summer food service program was recently highlighted by WAPT, WLBT, WJTV, and the Vicksburg Post. So we appreciate all of them for coming out and covering that. And we look forward to that program and some of the new things that we're doing this year. Also, in the last 2 years, Reach Mississippi, we have partnered with them for our Tier 1 PBIS integration in the school district. We have had several schools that have achieved model status, and we've had 3 that have in the last couple of months that have received that, and that's South Park Elementary School, Warren Central High School, and Warrenton Elementary School. And then several of our ones that have achieved Tier 1 model status are now working on Tier 2 model status, and those are Academy of Innovation, Beechwood Elementary, Bovina Elementary, Bomar Elementary, Redwood Elementary, Sherman Avenue Elementary, Vicksburg Junior High, and Vicksburg Intermediate School. And so they're moving on to the next phase, and hopefully they'll reach those statuses in the upcoming year. And then last but not least, the MDE released did a press release on the third grade GATE results here this past week. So our students took the test in April. They have taken their first retest in May. Those results from our first test in April were 79.4% passing, which was 4 points higher than the state average. And then our May results, now we stand at 86.2% passing, which is above the final results from last year for the state. And then we still have one more test to give in June, and so our kids are preparing to take that test as well. So, yes, so we did very strongly on third grade reading GATE. All right, and that is all for the superintendent's report.
Mr. President, if I could say one thing, you know, there's a lot said about our district on Facebook and on web pages, but as they used, you know, we just spent about 40 minutes celebrating the greatness, and as they used to say in my neighborhood, now run tell that. There's a lot of great things that people don't highlight, and we've got a lot of great things going because of our great employees and our great kids. So thank you all for bearing with us, celebrating all of our accomplishments this year. Thank you.
And speaking of Facebook, I don't know how true this is, and I hate to talk about Facebook, but I saw where, help me out, used to be old McIntyre School. Good Shepherd. They are about to, well, I read that they say they're about to implement Leader in Me. I don't know how true that is, but I did. So that is true. So, which is great. So, thank you. I went to McIntyre. That's the only reason why I could remember McIntyre. I apologize. 60-plus years ago. So, with that, do we have any, we're at G now. Do we have any project updates?
Mr. Green? No, project updates.
No, we're financial first.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
financial, yes, that's right,
Oh, my bad. Mr.
Keep them in line.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Green.
I'm trying to get you out of here. I'm sorry. We have the financial updates.
Good evening, Board. I have the opportunity to give the financial update for this month. So if you would draw your attention to our slides here for revenue, for Fund 1120, our revenue for April 2026 is $4,091,332. Our expenditures, and I would like to make note, those numbers got duplicated on the expenditures, so let me share that with you, and I'll update that after we're done. But the expenditures for FY26 for April is $5,084,943. $5,084,943. Expenditures versus revenue for April, so FY26 revenue was $4,091,332, and like I said, the expenditures was $5,084,943. Our fund balance for 1120 for April, FY 2026, is $38,459,922. The percentage of the district maintenance fund for April 26 is holding at 52.92%. Are there any questions to the financial report?
Now that we're getting close to the end of our fiscal year and we're looking toward the estimates and so are providing estimates, are we on budget with our expenditures?
Well, and Ms. Patton, I guess I will answer that with everything that's kind of happening right now. We are monitoring that very, very closely, with fuel costs and things like that, and the food costs. So as we monitor that, we are, like I said, we are monitoring that very, very closely.
Okay.
And we are short on our ad valorem collections. That's why you see the difference in some of the numbers. We met with the Board of Supervisors Tuesday morning to discuss those issues and our shortage and our ad valorem request that they approved last year for this school year. So we do anticipate being short on revenues.
Are we, let me rephrase it. Are we gonna end the year on budget or under budget? Or above budget?
Very close. It depends on the ad valorem collections.
Well, I mean, we spend, so I think to your question, I think what she's asking.
Are we spending what we said we were gonna spend?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
one thing that the
Yes.
tax revenue didn't come in as we asked for, that's one issue.
Yes.
But we had to spend to that number, so if it had come in, as it should have, we're anticipating being very close or right on budget is what you're indicating, is that correct?
At this point for this fiscal year, we're approximately $2 million over expenditures. So without those collections, we're really tight, and it could represent at the end of the year a deficit, not necessarily a break-even.
And that's attributable to food cost and gas prices, fuel, utility.
Fuel cost has nearly doubled for diesel. We're seeing almost $6 per gallon, $5 and some cents per gallon for the last 4 months. We did not anticipate those expenditures, neither did we budget for those expenditures. But at the end of the day, school has to carry on, and the district has had to support that.
Thank you for clarifying, Mr. Pratt. I was confused. Thank you. Thank you.
I wouldn't say you were. And so also, if we get to that point, and we know we will have to readjust the budget or approve it, if we're at that point, we will have to readjust the budget to address that issue. So it's two compounding issues. It's one, the revenue coming in that we requested from ad valorem is seeming to be short. You've communicated that to the board. We can figure out what the issue is, whether, it's always does like this coming in throughout the year, but also our costs that are really uncontrollable costs have gone up. No one foresaw a year ago that fuel prices would be double. Okay. Thank you.
I'll use the word unexpected costs.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Ms. Patterson, you have anything else?
No, thank you.
What is the pleasure of the board?
Make a motion to accept the financial report as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and properly second. Are there any other questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved. Doc?
All right, Board, what you have before you the claims docket for May 2026. Are there any questions pertaining to the claims docket?
Yeah. There were at the big, check number 42522 at the beginning there. These are typically not on the claims docket, I don't think. These are, looks like, I haven't seen them on the claims docket before. They appear to be benefits payments to insurance companies, PERS.
Yes, yes, ma'am, those are payroll expenditures, and you're correct. They have not usually been on there.
So are they gonna start being on this report?
Is that something you keep? Well, Board, if that's your pleasure to keep that on there, we can't keep that on there.
To me, it's all payroll and goes with payroll.
Yes, ma'am.
Other question I had, Mr. Sturgis, is over check number 42688. It's CTE secondary tuition due for Warren Central High School students. Is this also including Vicksburg High, or are we gonna have another payment due for Vicksburg High to Hines Community College?
They're normally billed separately.
So we're gonna have another $200,000 we owe to Hines for Vicksburg High as well?
Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am.
And I don't think it'll be as high, because I think more
Right, not that many.
students.
Yes,
are-
right.
And, yeah, more students are, there are more students from Warren Central High School in there than there are from Vicksburg High.
Okay. Also, we've already talked about the oil, diesel fuel oil, so we won't have to talk about that anymore. On the working solutions of Vicksburg, I see we have quite a few outstanding staffing invoices that are on here. Are we current now with all of them? I'm assuming this is the last of
Yeah,
those.
some of them, a bunch of them were turned in extremely late, and we thought we only had 1 year, but Briggs checked, we can go back 3 years and pay them. So we have checked all of them that they turned in late, and this will clear us with them. They have some that they turned in late here, recently, Mr. Green, that we just got.
Last week or so.
Yeah, so they'll be on the next docket that we have, and we will be square with them.
Okay, but everything that we have in-house, we paid.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. That's all I have, Mr. Sturgis.
I do have a question. So
Yes, sir.
there is a check for 2236 for Bruce King Plumbing. It says it's for water line. Where was that at?
So it's probably an emergency. It was at Beechwood and Transportation. That happened right at the end of April.
Okay, that 8,000?
Yeah, that's on the docket.
Yeah, okay.
What check number was that?
I think it's 42236.
36.
Bruce King,
42236?
I believe.
That's actually April's, was on
Yeah,
April's
yeah.
report, and we've already approved that. We approved that. This,
Oh, I'm on the April report.
well,
Yeah,
this is,
it-
no,
it-
it was,
Why is it on here?
We added a bunch, Mr. Pratt, so it ended up duplicating the first 24 pages. We had to go back in and add all those late staffing solution bills, and ended up kind of throwing everything off.
Okay. All right, I don't have any questions. Thank you.
What is the pleasure?
I make a motion we approve claims docket.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and properly second. Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved. Capital assets.
Yes, so board members, you have the new acquisition and surplus disposal of capital assets. Do you have any questions for
I think,
that report?
Doc, I think I remember reading this. I think we've always charged our seniors $1 for the computers. I think I saw it in here again. Is that just, do we have to do that every year for, okay.
Yeah, yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay,
yes.
okay. So I guess what I'm saying is, for the seniors who have their, I call them laptops, but not
Chromebooks.
knowing what they are.
Yes.
Yeah. When they get to be a senior and they graduate, they can purchase that for $1. So that's, and we've been doing that for quite some time.
Yep.
Okay. Do we have any other questions? What is the pleasure?
Make a motion we approve the capital assets, new acquisition and surplus.
Second.
Moved and properly second. Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved. 16th section, honey?
So, Mr. President, I'm going to yield to Attorney Hobson for the
Okay.
16th section bid openings.
Mr. Attorney?
Yes, sir, Mr. President.
It appears we only have one bid for this track, which is 16, I'm sorry, this is the replacement property, 15, Township North, Range 3, sections 26, 27, 40, and 41, near Burnt House Road, 640 acres. minimum bid on this track was $12,049.38. The bid that we have received is from Ray Steed, S-T-E-E-D.
How much was it again?
The bid, well, that was the minimum bid that I gave you. The bid submitted is $12,500. There is a certified check in the amount of 10% of the bid that's offered, and this bid does appear to be in order. And Ms. Hughes, Dr. Holloway, unless there's other bids the district has, that is the only bid we have.
Our county's not here to bid on this one, too? I make a motion we approve the bid. Who was it, the name on it again?
Ray Steed.
Ray Steed.
Second.
There's a motion, is there a second? I'm sorry. It's moved and properly second. Are there any questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye. Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved. We're now down, I think I'm right now, Mr. President. Project update.
Yes, sir. Board, I gave y'all a short sheet that was waiting on you when you got here today. So our baseball, softball, and paving project has begun, and it is on time. So currently at Vicksburg High School baseball field, demolition is ongoing. They have broken up some of the old sidewalk, if you go by there, and then have started to remove that concrete so that they can start working on foundation work. At the Vicksburg High softball and Warren Central High softball fields, demolition is ongoing. The old bleachers have been moved. Two of the nicer sets of bleachers that we have purchased in recent years are going to stay on site, and we will move them further down the fence line once construction is over with, but they're not where they were during the season. And then both press boxes and concession stands have been demolished and removed. So if you drive by either one of those fields, it looks a lot different right now. Paving project, they are set to start work next week. And of course, it needs to quit raining a little bit because y'all know it's been raining for several weeks in a row. So in order to do asphalt work, it needs to be dry. The target date, if they can start next week to be finished, is July 15th. So that gives them about 7 weeks to finish all of those paving projects, and that gives them a buffer week if we need to address anything before teachers come back.
Since we've had such challenges with paving projects in the past, is our architect, or we have someone that's going to certify that they did it the way it's spec'd?
Yes, our architect, they have an engineer, in-house engineer, so yes, they'll certify. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And that is your project updates. Are there any questions? Thank y'all.
Thank you, Mr. Green. Thank you, Dr. McGee, too. I appreciate it. We're now down to H, proposed consent agenda. Are there any items to be pulled?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'd like, pull H13, H25, H26, H32.
H38 also.
H38. So unless there are any other ones, I'll make a motion.
Did you say 9 and 10? If I, you did say 9 and 10?
H13.
Oh, would you add 9 and 10? 9 and 10, please, I'm sorry.
9
and 10. Yes, sir.
13, 25, 26, 32, and 38. Did you have any, Briggs?
Before you make your motion, my 4 and 5 does not show the addendum on those, and
Yeah.
sometimes they're not updated.
They're not, that's our new band director, he didn't know, so we do need to
So just
approve
pull them
that.
and then just make it subject to the addendum if you would. So
4
add
and
4
5.
Yeah, that's the band at North
Okay.
Central High School.
4, 5, 9, 10, 13, 25, 26, 32, 38.
That's,
So if no one else has anything, I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda, which is H, I. Is that it? Just H, I?
Yeah. I think you got it.
With the exclusion.
Okay.
There's not another J, let's see this.
It's, J is proposed.
Yeah, J is consent
J is
as well.
proposed.
Yeah, okay, H, I, and J, with the exclusion of 4, 5, 9, 10, 13, 25, 26, 32, and 38. All of those are H.
Can I?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize J was in that. Can we pull J2?
And J2. That's my motion.
J2. Okay, in J2. Okay, there's a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and properly second. Are you ready to vote? Are there any other questions? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved.
So can we do 4 and 5 together?
Sure.
I'll make a motion to approve H4 and 5 as long as the district's agenda is attached.
Yep.
Aside.
Okay. There's a motion for 4 and 5. Is there a second with the addendum?
Second.
Moved and properly second. Are there any questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved. 9. Is it Dr. Horn or Miss Horn?
Miss Horn.
Miss Horn
Yes,
is,
sir.
I have a, oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. On Ms. Horn, I really, it's a simple question. And I'm not talking about the cost or anything like that. But have we used this before? Is this?
Yes, this is what we're currently using, Mr. President.
Yes, sir.
With HMH, but this is version 3 that we're asking, asking for.
And how effective, do we have data that that we can look at to kind of see how effective it is?
Yes, sir. When implemented with Fidelity, it's a great tool. It helps the teachers.
Yes,
it really helps the students as well. It gives the rigor that we need and for assessments.
And if I can add to that,
Yes.
this is a part of the state now vets these textbooks, so we can't use them if they're not what they call high-quality instructional materials. They have to go through a rigorous selection process at state level, and then there are about 6 or 7 options that we have to choose from.
I just want to, as long as we have some data that we are, it's producing.
Yes, sir.
For the cost I have. That's all I have, all the questions I have. Do we have,
I make a motion to approve H9.
is there a second?
Second.
Did I hear a second?
Yeah,
Second.
Miss-
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
It's been moved and properly second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved. H13,
10.
10,
Yes, sir.
H10.
You may pull 10.
H, this is the, make sure, yes. This is the IT.
Yes, sir.
Couple things. Let me throw out something I read about, and it's called a Canvas hack. And Mr. Pratt, you probably know more about it. No, ain't no probably. Wrong English. You know more about that. It's a ransomware, and it's called a Canvas hack, and we've been hacked before. And I'm hoping that, Dr. Holloway, that our Mr. Gilliam is really looking out for that.
Yes.
Because they said it just came out, so it's something. But is this a cost for, and I see it's budgeted, and is this a cost for every year on what we're doing here?
Yes, sir, and it's usually a 5% fee for that consultant that comes and helps us with our E-rate for technology. So depending on how much we receive, it will depend on his 5% fee.
Okay. That's all, but as long as we take care of the hacks,
He's got something he put on called Dark Trace, and it is, you probably know what that is,
He
but
does.
it is, yeah, it's really good.
Good.
Yes.
Good. That's all the questions I have. Is there, do we have any?
Motion to approve H10.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and properly, I heard you that time. Thank you, Ms. Baxter. Been moved and properly second. Are there any other questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved. We're now down to
13.
13. Oh, am I 13 too? Oh, okay. I don't have a page. Oh, yes, I do, 436. Okay, real quick. I'm asking this for Ms. Patterson. No, I'm just kidding. Ms. Patterson. I'm
I was
just
gonna
kidding.
say, you had better watch out, Mr. Sturgis, you're getting more than I am.
I'm just kidding. I just saw in the agreement, Ms. Horn, where the contract showed May the 14th, but today is
28.
May the 28th. And I don't know what kind of effect, if they're showing the contract prior to us approving it, is that acceptable?
It's a quote date. That's just the day they gave us the quote.
Okay, so that contract doesn't mean anything?
Hold on, let me make sure. Then I meant, Doctor. Yeah.
Yes, it's contract, it says 14th day of May 2026.
Yes, sir.
And then the
Oh, okay.
contract, it says your first day of July.
Yeah, that's our agreement.
That's your internal.
Internal agreement. That's the day we submitted to you all.
Okay,
Or
on
she
the-
did the paperwork with the quote to submit it to you
Yeah,
all. That's
I'm
all.
looking at the order agreement has the correct date on it.
Yeah, July.
Okay then, okay.
The quote date is the 14th.
Yep.
The quote expires on July 31st, but the subscription starts July 1, 2026.
She just put the wrong date up there. You're right.
Okay, okay,
You're right.
that's all I'm asking. We need to get that.
Yeah.
That would, so,
Yes,
in the motion, if you would make that to get the
Correct.
correct date, then
This is for
I have no,
8/13?
yes, sir.
Yep.
Please.
Any other questions?
No, sir.
I make a motion to approve H13 as long as the correct date, the dates have been updated to reflect.
Moved and properly second. Are there any other questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved. Okay. We are now down to 32,
No,
25.
25.
Yeah.
Oh, am I 25 too?
Yes, sir.
I'm 20, okay, 25 and
Like I
26.
You gave most of these.
Okay, 25 and 26, 543,
This is,
543. I'm sorry, y'all.
this is for
No, this is,
exceptional education services?
Yeah.
Yes.
yes, sir, 543. April, May. What did I have on this one? Oh, there was a cost I saw, and to be truthful with you all, I've lost my train of thought, so would you please approve that, Mr. Pratt, because I don't know what my question is.
I'll approve H20, I make a motion to approve H25.
Okay. And 26.
And 26.
Yeah. I had a question, but I've forgotten what the
Okay.
question, and I apologize
If
for
you
that.
remember, just call us tomorrow. and
Yes,
we-
sir.
We'll get it. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But you don't have any problem, so I make a motion to approve H25 and H26.
Second.
Moved and properly second. All in favor say aye. Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved. We're now down to
32.
32. Okay.
Is that you?
Yes, sir, Mr. Pratt. I talked to
Ms.
Mr.
Patterson had a few.
She only had 38. She had 2.
Okay.
Oh, 32?
32, Jim.
Thank you, sir. I told you school was out. Question for you. I saw, did the same team that looked at our last proposals, did they do these same proposals?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next question. Some of the old customers, I use that word, that on the first go-round received a higher grade the first time, but they received a lower grade the second time. What am I asking? Let's just do a length of service. Well, someone may be working 18 years or 20 years. Last time they got 70 or 80, whatever the score was. It was a high score.
Yes, sir.
But this time, when they came back in, they received a lower score. How does that play in? If you
Yes, sir,
understand
I think I can answer
Okay.
what you asked, Mr. Sturgis. So the first, when we first bid this out, in our RFP, based on the bids that we got back, we realized that we were not specific enough in what we were asking as far as the criteria. So we adjusted the RFP, so the second RFP that went out was different than the first one. We also asked them to break down their costs differently, so that we could analyze them a little bit more. We did have several people that submitted on the first bid, and then the same ones submitted on the second bid, that did receive different scores because the RFP was different itself.
Okay. So, the specificities that are going on this one, as you just said, are different. So, the grass that's been cut, I think the cost was 26,000 or
Roughly,
something
yes,
like
sir.
that, give or take.
Mhm. Yes, sir.
Those same persons applied for this
Yes, sir.
RFP. Was their cutting good? Did you have any complaints, I guess, is the question. And I'm telling you why, the reason why I asked that question is because was that taken in consideration for those that was
You may want
that
to
cut?
get, Mr. Sturgis, this may be job performance issues that could be discussed with,
Okay.
that's an executive session item. If you're getting into, sounds like you're getting the job performance issues.
Yes, sir.
Job performance of the vendor or the?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Can we move into
Contract.
executive?
You talking about,
Move to-
executive session.
Okay.
Let me just make sure, I mean, we may come back to do an open session, but we're getting, sounds like you're getting the job performance issues.
Okay, scratch that question. Because I just want to make sure everybody was apple to apples on, and everybody received the same qualifications to
Yes,
ask
sir.
for.
We based the scoring
Yeah,
off
I saw
of
that.
off of the RFP itself.
Okay.
And
So-
we updated the rubric, I want to say.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we did update it with Ms. Patterson, Mr. Pratt's concerns. We did update it and send it, I forgot when that was, we sent it to you all.
Okay, okay. All right. I really need to, I'd like to
Yeah,
take.
we can, you want to move into executive session?
Yes.
Yeah, let's move this.
Make a motion that we table H32.
Is there a second to table H32?
Second.
Moved and properly second. Are there any other questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, like sign. Motion is tabled.
So next is 38.
And that is not me.
Does this include Sherman Avenue?
No, it's just WCI, the kids with the beta trip.
Yes.
And we learned from that last situation on what we're gonna do, so.
Okay.
And it's
How are they going then?
charter bus,
Okay,
and we learned from the Warren Central High School trip that was submitted exactly like this one, and we gave them something from the district to help out as well. So
Okay.
we kinda got a standard of how we'll do things now.
well then my next question is how are we paying for this out of 1120 or are we paying for this out of activity funds?
Out of 1120, what we would have normally done on a charter bus, on a Yellow Dog.
Yellow Dog.
Yes, I'm sorry, thank you. What we normally would have contributed on the Yellow Dog, we're contributing that to the funds that they already raised.
Okay. Okay.
So I would encourage, because I've seen, we've done this over the time, and I think we're very conservative in our cost. We need to make sure to be fair to the students that would y'all take a look at that?
Yeah, we're gonna update that policy, I wanna say is what we talked
There's
about,
some
Mr.
policies
Pratt.
coming before y'all
Yep.
tonight that have some of that.
Okay. So,
I make a motion we approve H38.
second.
There's a motion and a second. Are there any other questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved.
J2.
J, thank you. J2.
This is a new job description for the CFO?
We changing it. It had that the CFO reported to Kathy, and me is now that, that was in the job description, so we're fixing that it reports, that position reports to the superintendent.
Okay. The chief financial, okay, it says here that it reports to superintendent and deputy superintendent.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. It used to say superintendent and executive.
Administrative assistant.
Yeah, executive assistant. So now it'll be,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, my question is the salary schedule. We have it the same as DA 03?
Yes, ma'am.
And we've heard discussions at the training we went to, Coach Stevens, from the standpoint that other districts are having extreme problems with finding, basically chief financial officers. That's what the person does. Why, I would, looking at the salary schedules, I would think that based on what we're asking this person to do and the expectations for this person, they're not coming in out of school. This isn't an entry-level position.
No, it's not.
And it's also specified that, basically, that it's not entry-level. They have to have some certifications and experience, that it should be at least DA 04 or DA 05. I would recommend DA 05.
Okay. Can, if it's the pleasure of the board, I can research where we are compared to other districts and bring you all that back. There are 32 vacancies right now for chief financial officers in the state. It is like trying to find a pretty monkey. It ain't out there. So.
I got it right. I'm gonna work that one in.
So if it's okay, if I can bring that back and kind of match it up with what you proposed, Coach, if that's all right with
Because, I mean,
y'all.
this is one of the most, not that all of our positions are very important, don't get me wrong, but this is a very key position in the district. I don't look good in orange. I don't look good with silver handcuffs. We want to make sure that the money's spent where it's supposed to do. So we want to make sure that we are compensating that position.
Okay.
And the money that we've spent on getting out of issues with audits and so forth can go toward this.
Yeah. I'll do some comparisons around surrounding districts, and I'll bring that back to you all, and you all can choose whichever one you want to.
And may I just say that I did, this position now is not a CFO. She's just, at this particular point, she's just a director.
No, it's CFO now. We changed that when we got it. Yes, sir.
Who is the
current
CFO?
position is a director, isn't it?
I thought we changed this.
No, we
No, it
didn't
says
change this.
director of financial services.
No, we don't have a CFO.
We changed this. I'm gonna say we did. Let us go back and look. I think
Okay.
we changed it when a
Okay.
couple of years ago. I'm pretty sure
Oh,
we did.
okay.
Yeah,
I
it was a
thought
couple
it was
of
a
years
whole new
ago.
position.
Okay, if you did,
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, but anyway, reason why I said that is, I want to, I have if it's not changed, let me say that what you have in front of us, I've done a little research and gone to a few schools myself that have CFOs, asked for the same thing you have here, and I'd like to kind of match up. I haven't had a chance to match yours with what I have, but I'd like to look at and compare some of the things that's here, and they are A-rated schools, that, what they have, and then maybe we can mix and match,
Okay.
if that's okay.
I'm gonna bring it, and it's up to y'all.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I just look at what you have,
Yeah,
sir,
yes,
that's
sir.
all
Okay.
So you're just asking us to approve the job description as.
Yeah, yes, and then I'll bring you all back, and we can
Oh,
change
is
that.
that part of the job description?
Yeah, yes, ma'am, the salary scale, or we can table it until I get that and bring it.
Why don't we just table
Yeah,
it?
let me table it, and,
Okay.
and I'll just bring everything
And then
back.
we
Well-
can mix our job descriptions.
Yeah, okay.
That's all I want to do,
Okay,
just kind of
okay.
see what we have,
Gotcha, okay.
if you don't mind.
You make a motion to table H 38.
That's
J2.
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 There's a motion to table and second. Are there any other questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved. Where are we now? 3,
Down to
certified?
Policies.
Hey,
Discussion, action, policies. Monthly.
Board, you do have one policy for action this month, and this is our intra-district transfer procedures, JBCDA. The rest of them are for review. And also, I would say, y'all have a copy of the student handbook as well that's got proposed changes in it. So all the proposed changes are in red, and we'll bring that back before y'all next month for approval.
Which one was it again, Mr.
JBCDA, intra-district transfer procedures.
Oh, yeah, that's, with that legislature, Mr. Green?
Yeah, some of
Legislation.
that is law.
Yeah.
That has been updated, and then, get my copy pulled up. And then there is some other language in there.
so when you're taking, you're adding this one to add approval, but interdistrict transfer does not indicate eligibility for MHSAA activities. It's still, they have to approve it.
Correct, correct. So one of the changes, y'all know last year, if you're active duty military, you can have school choice, basically. That was not in our policy. That needed to be updated when the law changed. We just hadn't updated our policy. So that is in there. And then there's another section that talked about special education choice that is not really a thing anymore. So there's some language in there to update that part of the policy. And then, as Mr. Pratt just pointed out, our zone transfers do not, if we approve them, it's an academic transfer. It has nothing to do with sports and extracurriculars. They still have to go through MHSA processes to be eligible. And so that language has been updated as well.
I make a motion to approve the policy changes for policy JBCDA.
Second.
Moved and properly second. Are there any other questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved.
So is the student handbook, you said, is approved tonight, or?
It's just for y'all's review. So if there's anything that y'all see in there over the next month, it'll come back before you for approval. And if there's anything y'all would like changed, we can address it then, and we'll update that before it goes live.
You do have some changes.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's some changes. And one of the changes that we need, you may want to highlight and also make sure the public is aware of, is they've changed the required school attendance time from 63% to 66%.
Yes, ma'am. And that is state law that will go into effect July 1. Yep.
And we also gave this board to, we meet with our district PTO, so our parents will get input on this handbook. We gave it to them to see what feedback they have. So everything you heard about us being inclusive and getting diverse perspectives, our parents will have a little input in it as well.
So, but that's going to mean to these parents that already have a time in their mind as far as.
66%.
We need to make sure that that is changed for them.
And there are a few other changes in there that we'll work with Ms. Hunter to outline a communication plan going out to parents. So if y'all approve it in June, then July, we'll start shooting out all of that information.
The,
So I would encourage all parents, once this is approved, to read it, because it seems that no one has a problem with the handbook or the rules until someone breaks the rule, and then the rule shouldn't apply to their kid, but it's fine until, yeah.
Also, I guess, Section D, the fiscal management policies are for review for next period.
Yes, ma'am.
I would suggest that we look at, in particular, as a board, the one for gifts and bequests to school district donations. That's DFK. it allows for teachers, and when you look at it, it's, oh, great, somebody else is paying for stuff rather than the district. It allows teachers to go use crowdfunding sources such as GoFundMe and Donors Choose. I just went out and looked last night at Donors Choose. We have teachers that are asking for things to be donated. One of them was $909, which is above the $500 that's required to come to the board. I'm not sure how the policing is done. I don't know what oversight's done on this. It just seems to be it's opening us up to allowing folks to get themselves in trouble.
Probably wouldn't hurt to reinforce either to adjust the policy or to give more clear direction. Every year you probably need to reemphasize that because you do have new teachers that come on.
Yeah. We'll have to learn what all.
We want them to get it. I mean, I don't think any of us have a problem with it. But the other thing is we don't want, someone could also take advantage of it to collect money for something that is not really going to the pocket.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
We just need to look at it and make sure we have the teeth in it that we need to for the oversight.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Yeah, so the rest of it is just for our
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, school improvement updates, the benchmark data is still the same. We will get our actual test results in June at some point, and we will share those once we've crunched those numbers. The rest of it, just demographic data from April has been updated. And we do have principals online and a few in attendance, the few the proud tonight, if y'all have any questions.
So what you're saying is next month we'll have a better idea of where we're going to be ending up with respect to the new criteria?
Potentially, if they release the scores by then.
Yeah.
Huh?
If they release the scores by then, yes, yes, ma'am.
But we've done it internally, right?
If we've done estimates,
Okay, so.
estimates.
They'll be embargoed.
Yeah, they will too, but we'll be able to share them with you all, but we've done some estimates on what we could, we've done them by school, not as a district. Let me clarify that. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And I can share those.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay.
Next up is,
Ale?
make a motion, we go into closed session to determine the agenda for executive session.
Second.
Moved and properly second. Are there any questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye. Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved.